Well, hello mancavers, we are on brakes on the van. I weren't going to video, I've already put the rear ones on. I didn't bother videoing it because I thought no one's going to be remotely interested in changing rear calipers, pads and discs on the back. So, you know, they're all on connected. She's all good there. I haven't put that wheel on because I've got some rust correction to do before MOT. I did want to show you this front brake before I start on it. Now then, this is evidence that the van's been off the road a long time. When you look at the state of it and look at the state of them brakes. This is how you know they were being honest when they said it hadn't been on the road 3 years. And I've had it sort of 8 months, so yeah, I've had this van 6 or 8 months. So this has been 3.5, 4 years since this car has driven on the road. And look at the state of these brakes. No wonder that was stinking when I took it on the test drive. It is bound solid with cobwebs. Look at the state of that brake disc. Do you know there's no wear on that disc though? I reckon with new pads that would clean up. But we're going to replace it because we've got new ones. But yeah, this disc actually looks, yeah, there's no ridges even on it. No ridges and no lip on this, so I don't think this disc is very old. And like I said, I'm sure with a set of pads, I'm sure that'll clean up again, but we will replace it, even though we've got new ones. But just look at all this. Evidence this has not been used for years. Look at them pulling them all out of there. Look, there's just, look, there's the what's left of the brake pad carriers that are just rotted away. Absolutely terrible state of affairs on these poor brakes. Well, there we go. I just want to show you them. And I will show you, would you believe a van this size doesn't have vented front discs? Look, discs are not vented, it's got solid discs on a massive van like this. And if we come to the back here, that's the other set of pads for the other side. I'm doing the pads side at a time, you see, so I think these will be, yeah, these will be the front pads because they're huge. Look, that's what you call a set of front pads. So that'll be a set of front, so we'll need one of them. And I believe this disc is a front one. You ought to see the size and the weight of these damn brake discs. There we go. Look how thick them bloody discs are. Thick as your thumb, look. I've never seen discs so heavy in all my life. Absolutely monster. 20 millimeters thick, look, 20.4 millimeters. Oh, minimum thickness 20.4 millimeters. So these must be best part of, I don't know, 27, 28 mil. So over an inch. That's a hell of a thickness. But there we go. There is our brake disc. I'm now going to have fun and games stripping this off, and then that'll be this side brakes done. I haven't got the cover on the back axle again yet. We ain't got to that yet, but I'm going to put that back on probably tomorrow. But I just want to show you guys the state of these front brakes. Wires hanging everywhere. Timely reminder, guys. Look how them caliper hold. Look at all them pad holders, look. Just fell to bits. So a timely reminder, if you get something that ain't been on the road for a long time, look at that, it's just solid. Give it a check. Check it over, make sure it's all okay. Because that will be why we had horrible burning smell. Anyhow, this is a very, very, very short video. I don't suppose you want to see me changing them, do you? Or do you? I don't know. I'll see how we get on. Right. I will either see you in a minute for disc changing, or I'll say cheerio. So I'll say bye-bye for now, but it might not be bye-bye for now. Keep watching. Iveco Daily front brakes. Ha ha! Keep watching just in case. I thought you guys might like to see me struggle with this brake. Let's turn the steering outwards and see what we can do. There we go. Alright, we've got calipers to do and all. Couple of housekeeping jobs. First job is undo these little 12mm studs what hold your disc on. And they're coming undone, look. Look at that, marvellous stuff. When you consider how bad these are, everything's coming undone on the old girl. No problem at all. Look. No problem at all. Everything's just coming undone. He says. There we go, that's one out. That's two out. So we'll put them, we've got a little wheel cap here. We'll stick them in the wheel cap, look. Alright, next thing, unplug this brake pad warning wire and get that out of the way. There we go. Unclip the brake pad warning wire there where there's no wire on it, look. Yeah. I think now undo this flexi hose. Now when I did the back one, that started to ring the flex, so I had to get more grips on it. And is this one going to do the same? No, that one's cracked open, look. Ha ha, brilliant. So now we've got the flexi cracked, we can go to get these calipers off. Pull off this dust cover. Where'd he go? Here, he hung in a cobweb. One off the bottom. Not that it really matters, because we got new ones with the new calipers, but we won't be frivolous and throw them away. Right. Let's get our caliper bolts undone. Oh, they come undone easy, look. Look at that. Was not expecting that. Oh, look at them. Easy peasy. Japanesey, as they say. So we'll get these caliper bolts out. Now that out. Let's see if we can tease this one out. Here she comes. She's out and all in the wheel disc. Give our caliper a bang. And then hopefully that'll pry off. There we go. There we go. There we go, one caliper off. But look at our pads. This one ain't so bad, but look at this pad. Down to the wear indicator. Worn right away, look. See that? got twin piston calipers. Look, she got some good brakes on the old girl. Now we need to undo the caliper bolt, which is a 22. Hello, Mr. Blackbird. So I'll need my breaker bar on here, I think. There we go. That one undone. Cool. Okay. And that's that one undone. There we go. It would have been a lot easier here with a ratchet, wouldn't I? We would indeed. Let's get our 22 on a ratchet. There we go. There we go, that's that one off. Well, at least we know the disc ain't seized on. There we are. There we go. Caliper off, disc off. So there we are. Front wheel bearing, quiet as a mouse, look. Yeah, that wheel bearing is as quiet as a mouse. Right, get here. Oh. Clean all this shit bracket off at the back here. This dust bracket, this dust cover, just get all that old flaky crap off. I could replace it, but I ain't gonna bother. To be honest with you, they're a lot of work to change them for what they do. Which is basically, they don't really do anything much. Oh, poor old van, look. There we go. Alright, let's buzz this caliper right off. There she is. Right, where's our 14mm spanner again? So we can make sure that is, there we go, that's cracked. Alright, we just hold that. Don't worry about putting a clamp on this, because we got to bleed this brake anyhow. A lot of people put a clamp on that flexi, but I don't know. There we go, she's off. There we go. Right, I am going to clean all this up in a wire wheel, then we can be reassembling this side. Marvellous. I can't believe how quiet that wheel bearing is. Back in a bit. Right, we are back with our caliper bolt, caliper carrier. So first thing is get the new brake disc on there. Excellent stuff. Right, I have cleaned the disc off with some panel wipe just to get any transport grease off. First thing, put our little knoblets back in here, look. These little ones that hold the disc on. Just plop them back in so you know the disc is lined up and your wheel stud holes are lined up. Where's that damn hole gone? We aren't lined up. We're a hole out. I think. Oh crikey, yeah, look, we want this one and this one. There we go. There we go. These holes aren't exactly opposite. There. That's that one going in, and this one going in. There we go. There we go. Going in. Do you think I need a new pair of gloves on here? I think I really ought to put another pair of gloves on, don't I? There we go. Alright. That's that one nipped up. That's that one nipped up. So we know our disc is square now. There we go. Now we can put our carrier back on. There we are. Alright, we've got a little bit of copper grease. We're just going to put a little bit of copper grease on the end of our carrier bolts. That's that one going in. Another little bit of copper grease on this one. In the bottom. There we go. Tighten these down. I've turned the wheel straight. That's made it a bit more awkward for me, but you guys can see a bit better what's going on if that's straight, can't you? Come on, get in there. Alright, that's that one. I got a good view of the engine in here from the side. I can see the back of the power steering pump and everywhere. I am going to seriously have to do some rust treatment on this chassis. Someone commented yesterday on how rusty the chassis is. Well, let me tell you a little something. The chassis on these may get surface rust on them, but they're not very easy going to break through, I can guarantee it. Because they are thick. And when I say thick, I mean these chassis are thick. Alright, don't forget to torque these up. Click, click. There we go. Torque wrenched. Alright. They're not catching on nothing. So now we need our new caliper. There we go. Here we have brake pads and should be a new caliper. There we are. There we go. Lovely shiny new caliper. Who said? China said that, did it? Oh, nice shiny new one. Yeah, well, we've got a nice shiny new one. get into your pads. There we are. Excellent. Whoa. Some dust on them. Right, next job. Before you go putting the caliper on, don't forget to screw your flexi hose in. Because we're putting new calipers on, aren't we? You don't get your flexi hose tightened up once your new calipers on. So get your flexi. Make sure the thread's nice and clean on it. Luckily there's fluid dripping out of this, so that's like making sure the end of the hole's getting washed out. And let's get him started with a screw. There we go. That's screwing on. Look. See what I'm doing here? Just do that till I don't go no more hand tight, which is here. Alright. And that hose is not kinked. Look, when we nip up, they won't be kinked. So we now want our pads in. Bit of copper grease. Edge of your pads, look, where they sit in the sliders. Both sides. You can grind that paint off. Make sure them pads slide nice and freely in there, and they do, look. So a bit more copper grease this side. Just where they sit in the sliders. There we go. Some people cover the whole back of the pad in copper grease. Trust me, that is not important. Oh, that's important not to drop your pad out once you got it in though. There we go. That pad ain't going to stay there, is it? Is that going to stay? I think she's there. Alright, next place to put your copper grease. Oh, that ain't there, look. Look, I keep falling out. I'm going to hold that. Next place, put copper grease just around the pistons of your new caliper. Just on the surface area where the piston touches the pad. Alright, that can stay out a minute. So we'll put some grease on here and on here, because these are the bits what push on the pads. Don't slur it everywhere, because you don't want copper grease on your disc. A film on there, a film on there, and a film on there. There we go. And you can see I'll put them on the pistons where they touch the pads. There. Now we can manhandle this caliper back on. There we go. There we go. You aren't going to hold up there, are you? Oh, I've got to take this dust cover off. There you go. Off you come, sunshine. There we go. Alright, that one's on. Is that pack? Is that bolt going in that caliper? Yeah, she's going in. So that's the top bolt in a little bit. Get that rubber off the bottom. With a little bit of grease on that slider bolt. There we go. You don't have to grease these bolts, because them bolts, some bolts are actually slider bolts where the caliper slide on the bolt. These don't. This has got independent sliders, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. wrong way. That's that one in. Come on, girl. There you go. That's buzzed them in. Now with our fixed breaker bar, nip them up. Don't over tighten them because they're only little tiny Allen keys, you know. You can soon string the ends off them. There you go. I think you only want them for about 20 foot-pound. Now we need to tighten up our flexi hose, which is the 14mm again. Oh damn, I just put a twist in the caliper now. You know, I think that's put a twist in this. I thought I was only gonna do up about quarter a turn. Now we're gonna have to buzz that caliper off again because that's put a twist in it. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that twist out of there. We can't leave that without twisting that flexi. So we'll have to just buzz this out again. Which seriously takes seconds. There we go. I have made it a lot harder for myself for bolting that damn caliper on. Now, we need to get this other bolt out of here right out, because he ain't coming, he ain't quite there. Oh, you little swine. I really ought to just forget about these gloves, really. Don't know, they aren't doing any damn good. There you go, she's out again. Now we've got to hold that pad at the back here, don't forgetting, and just let the twist out of this flexi. There you go, one turn is all it wanted. Look. There you go, that flexi's not got the twist in it now. There. Now a smart man would edit that bit out. He would edit his little cock up out. But I'm really not that smart. I'm just an old Norfolk boy who learns when he goes, you know. He learns as he goes. Let me get a proper size socket on that so I can put it in my little 3/8 ratchet. That's going to be so much easier if I put this in a 3/8 ratchet. There we are. Now, because this has got a new caliper and new pads, we're going to have to bleed this and I'm going to have to get another brake pad warning wire because the old one was disintegrated, wasn't it? If you remember, the old one didn't even have a wire on it. There we go. So not very tight. About 25 foot-pound. Little rubber boots. Put them back over your holes. Keep the dust out so you can get that bolt out next time, alright. There we go. So everything is copper greased and sorted. Next job, I'll just pump the brake pedal. I'll leave you switched on and you'll see that caliper pull itself in, because that's slidey at the minute, look. See how that caliper is all slidey? Well, that's because the caliper is all loose. Let me pump the brake pedal up and you can hopefully see that lot centre itself. Here we go. Yeah, we have a ton of air in the system because we've lost our pedal altogether. So that is going to, but that's took all the flex out of that. But I will need to get them bled now, which is quite straightforward. I just need the old man to sit in the van and I crack the nipples and do the business. But there we go. Right, that is going to be it for this video. You have now seen us do the front pads and discs and calipers on this 06 plate Mark 3 Iveco Daily. So there we go. That is it now. We are going definitely. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye bye for now. Ha ha!